citywide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, a man suspected of murdering a man in Bangor makes his first court appearance.
Plus, we'll hear how a special program that's helping Maine deal with a shortage of teachers.
And we'll also take you to Mapleton to see how Fox family potato chips are made.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories and more coming up. But first, the big story of the day. The latest snowstorm has created very slippery driving conditions all around the state. And it's expected to be just a couple of inches here in the Bangor area, but it's more than enough to challenge local drivers. Southern and western areas of the state, including the big ski areas like Sugarloaf, seen here, are expecting to receive higher snow totals this morning. In fact, a couple hours ago, it was really coming down there at Sugarloaf, but as you can see, it looks like it's kind of calmed down now.
Looks like the lifts are already running and people are trying to get out there, but I kind of see there may be some rain out there already.
Yeah, that's going to be the story of the day. They welcome the snow there, but it can also be a problem for people trying to get to work today. The Maine legislature, by the way, is delaying its opening until 10 o'clock this morning to give the road crews time to treat the roads and parking lots. A number of schools are also remaining closed today, including the Brewer and Hampden school departments locally. The Bangor School Department is among those delaying their openings because of the storm. The big concern at this point really comes as we head into Wednesday. A potent storm is expected to bring very strong winds and rain to the state, along with temperatures reaching into the 50s. That could lead to flash flooding in some areas, along with down power lines. We've received some snow over the last couple of days, including this morning. A lot of that is expected to melt off as temperatures rise up, and that could cause some flooding. And of course, you get wind gusts of over 60 miles per hour. Doesn't take much to bring down trees and power lines in that kind of weather.
Of course, about this time last year, it was the rain and the wind that caused that major devastation that we're still recovering from now.
Yeah.
So, you know, cause for concern for sure. But hey, in the meantime, let's get a look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Hey, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We have a lot of advisories posted ahead of our next system that will be moving in. We have winter weather advisories that will last until about 1 p.m. this afternoon. We also have high wind watches up until 7 a.m. Thursday. Strong gusty winds will be on the way. And that right there is a storm watch that is posted along the coast. We've had some snow passing through. It gave us around 2 to 5 inches overall. We're going to catch a little bit of a break, although we might still get a wintry mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today. That chance rather small nonetheless, but more active weather will be on the way coming from the south and west very soon and tracking to the north and east with a lot of rainfall that will be on the way very soon. But for today, just a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. More rain will be on the way later on tonight, but really getting going as we head towards your Wednesday. Now, gusty winds, not a big deal today or tonight. It's by tomorrow where the winds will begin to pick up just a little bit more. So for today, we have mid-30s, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow, and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, we have low 30s. A wintry mix will be switching over to rain, especially late. Rising temperatures overnight, so this low will be hit early temperatures warming overnight and a light and variable wind. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing temperatures making it into the lower 30s. Again, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll look forward to that. In today's news, a man charged with murder in connection with the death of a Bangor man earlier this month faced a judge virtually Monday for his initial court appearance. 69-year-old Gary Brinson of Bangor was arrested on December 6th after police were called to 288 Union Street 2 days earlier. When they arrived, they discovered the body of 64-year-old Lee Rayona in one of the apartments, and the medical examiner's office determined his death was the result of a homicide.
Mr. Brinson, you understand that I have before me a complaint charging you with the crime of intentional or knowing murder? Have you been over that offense with Mr. Blah?
Yes.
Has he explained to you the potential punishments associated with the offense?
Yes.
Now, because Brinson is charged with a felony, he did not enter a plea on Monday. He's now being held in the Penobscot County Jail.
Maine State Police have identified the victim of what they now say is a homicide, stemming from the discovery of a body in Edgecombe last week. Police say on the morning of December 3rd, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from a hunter who discovered a deceased adult male near the Schmid Land Preserve on Old County Road in Edgecombe. They say an autopsy revealed the manner of death to be a homicide and the cause was a gunshot wound. Police have identified the victim as 34-year-old William Nathaniel Robinson of Austinville, Virginia. Robinson had been recently staying at a home in Edgecombe. Maine State Police are still investigating, but they say there is no known danger to the public at this time.
Maine State Police investigating a crash that happened on I-95 in Bangor Monday morning. It was quite a crash. State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says it happened just before 7 a.m. when 25-year-old Kenneth Cartledge of Beverly, Massachusetts, lost control of his pickup truck. That truck then crossed the center median and flipped over into the northbound lane. And that's where the vehicle overturned and Cartledge was thrown from the truck and left lying in the roadway. According to Moss, he sustained serious injuries. Moss says the vehicle ended up on its side, blocking both lanes of travel, which caused traffic to back up. She says initial findings indicate that Cartledge was driving too fast for the icy road conditions.
Maine, like the rest of the country, is facing a significant shortage of teachers. A partnership between a nonprofit and the Maine Department of Education is looking to help solve that problem. Our Augusta reporter, Corey Bichard, has the story.
Not enough people are going into the profession. We know that. And so how can we change that trajectory?
Dolly Sullivan is a program director for Educate Maine, a nonprofit that partnered with the Maine Department of Education to launch the Teach Maine Center, a program with the goal of attracting and retaining Maine's teacher workforce. In October of 2023, they started their work and recently announced their final report.
If you're going to find out how to grow, strengthen, and diversify Maine's educated workforce, then you talk to the teachers, those who are in the classrooms.
Sullivan says they held forums with around 250 teachers from all 16 Maine counties to better understand their challenges and what changes might be needed to help with reducing teacher burnout and attracting more teachers to the profession.
It really was most universal agreement that we need to have more ways to enter into the profession.
Some other recommendations included reforming the teacher certification process, improving professional development opportunities, and investing in childcare, health, and mental health resources for teachers. Sullivan adds they've also seen a rise in parents and lawmakers putting political viewpoints ahead of improving education and teacher satisfaction.
A couple of years ago, during the pandemic, teachers were treated as heroes. And then something happened, and there was this very strong effort to undermine public education in our state. And I think it caught some of us quite by surprise.
To read the full report, you can visit our website. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bichard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, meanwhile, in downtown streets across Maine this time of year, folks are bound to see beautiful lights, colors, decorations, and also signs reminding you that if you don't move your car during a snowstorm, then it might not be there come sunrise. While parking bans could be a nuisance for some, there's actually a good reason for them. Our Doug Banks takes us to Waterville to learn more.
On any given day, vehicles line city streets for various reasons. But when a snowstorm is looming, officials are looking for the total opposite.
These trucks are big, and our streets are narrow. And the guys need as much room as we can get to clear the street to make them safe.
Skane says there are a number of reasons why they need cars off streets during these times. For one, he says it takes several hours after a storm to clear roadways, sidewalks, and push back snowbankings, all of which provide safety to residents and business owners who frequent the area. Second, cars left on banned streets could make them impassable for first responders.
It's kind of twofold. We need to make sure that the vehicles are removed so Public Works can remove snow from the roadway. In addition to that, for emergency vehicles to be able to get in and out of some of the tighter streets that we have.
A few years back, Waterville's main and front streets were changed from one-ways to two-ways, which Skane says has made the travel lanes more narrow.
And it's very busy, it's very popular, which is all the more reason for the parking bans and the overnight cleanup of the snow.
Waterville residents can park at the Head of Falls parking lot, and Longley says residents should stay up to date through the city's website.
The blanket parking ban is obviously starts December 1st, so no vehicles can be parked street side from midnight to 6 a.m. In addition to that, when there's specific snow removal occurring, specifically in the concourse, in our downtown area, they post ahead of time when there's going to be snow removal.
In Waterville, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Not every community has them, but you may want to check with yours just to make sure you know about what the local parking bans are. You don't want to have your car disappear on you.
They're getting pretty serious about towing, and that's kind of a bummer, so
Yeah.
don't let it happen. All right, the time now is 8:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, USPS is busier than ever this time of year, but if you haven't mailed your gifts out yet, do not despair. There is still a little bit of time.
We'll hear about the deadline to ship coming up, but first, another check of the weather forecast. Today, it starts off with snow. We can also expect some rain and freezing rain with highs near 34 degrees. A wintry mix overnight with rising temperatures. The low will actually drop down to around 31. Tomorrow, rain is likely along with strong winds with highs near 57. We'll be right back.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Lease a Hyundai Elantra SEL for $159 a month or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
When you smell the amazing scent of Gain Flings, time stops. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
With a laundry detergent. Gain Flings, seriously good scent.
When Northern Shores Cleaning wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Northern Shores Cleaning provides outstanding residential and commercial cleaning services to eastern and central Maine. Northern Shores Cleaning also provides off-site laundry services as well as property management.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
25 words or less.
Wallpaper.
We have 30,000 ways to thank our loyal fans.
I love watching people win money that's not mine.
Win one of 3 $10,000 cash prizes.
Courtroom leader. The judge.
By watching from home and scanning our QR code.
You just won the game, guys!
It's the 30K Thanks Arama giveaway.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Wreaths Across America made a stop at the State House on Monday. As part of an annual tradition, Wreaths Across America held a ceremony at all 50 state capitals, as well as U.S. territories like Puerto Rico and Guam. Those stops took place at exactly noon local time. The events include a prayer and speeches before a wreath-laying ceremony. Wreaths Across America's motto is Remember, Honor, Teach, which organizers say is important now more than ever.
Wreaths Across America is a program honoring all that have at one time served, and we're trying to remember, and we're also trying to teach today's youth about what service means to country. And Wreaths Across America is part of that, to honor those who have served and in some cases made the ultimate sacrifice.
Wreaths Across America started their yearly escort of wreaths this past Sunday in Harrington and will continue to make its journey down Route 1 before reaching Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia to honor fallen service members with a wreath-laying ceremony.
Now, students at All Saints Catholic School in Bangor are making a difference this holiday season. Yesterday, they continued their tradition of service by hosting the school's annual baby shower for the Blessed Virgin Mary. As part of the Mass, students brought in diapers, wipes, and other baby items. They were displayed in front of the statue of Mary before being donated to the Shepherd's Godparent Home.
Just that thinking outside of yourself is such a big part of what we do at the school, and so this is just one of those things we've done.
It's really anything you feel that young kids or mothers should have and that they need. And it's really special to us because we get to help out people who need it.
Well, Shepherd's Godparent Home is a free residential shelter for young women who are pregnant and in crisis, including homeless women. The 8th grade students from All Saints helped deliver those donations.
The holiday season is here, and if you haven't mailed out your Christmas presents yet, don't despair. The United States Postal Service says they're better prepared than ever for the holiday shipping rush because of their Delivering for America plan to help streamline their shipping process. Stephen Doherty, a corporate communications specialist for USPS, says, however, don't wait too long.
The general rule is the earlier the better, but we recommend if you're sending something first class mail, cards and things of that nature, to try and get them in the mail by the 18th to get them home in time for the holidays. If you're sending priority mail packages, by the 19th, and for priority mail express by the 21st.
Says if you're sending packages, make sure they're securely taped up and any loose or fragile items are secured properly. I've said this the past couple hours, but I was on my way back from Bar Harbor at around 9:30 on Friday night, and I was following a UPS truck on the way home.
Yeah.
They're busy right now.
Yeah, they're working into the nights, the FedEx guys, UPS, all those guys and gals out there. Thank goodness for them this time of year.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I would not be waiting as long as the 18th, though, personally.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it in a little sooner. Okay, the time now is 8:16. After the break, we'll sit down with a family and first responders since their yellow lab was rescued after falling through the ice.
We'll have that in your full weather forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
In a small town like this, you got to take care of each other, and that's really what it comes down to.
Have a good evening.
Mike's & Sons is a business my father started. When Matt and I were buying this store, the credit unions found a way to do it for us.
They don't look at us as a number.
Alicia Netta, Mike's & Sons.
We want to be able to run our business the way we feel is best for our customers.
We're not in this to make money. We're just trying to help everybody be what they want to be for the future.
If something is even remotely possible, they find a way to get it done. That's why we stick with the credit unions.
Ye Old General, located in Carmel, has everything you could ever need. Whether it be kerosene, regular or ethanol-free gasoline, wood pellets, a fresh-cooked pizza, or fried food, they've got you covered. Looking to get a stiff drink after work? Ye Old General is an agency liquor store with a great selection of alcohol. Ye Old General can help with your next home project, carrying carpentry supplies from hammers and nails to specialty nuts and bolts. They have what you need to get the job done. Stop by Ye Old General today. If you don't think they'll have it, they probably do.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust for clean even Mom approves of.
That reach.
Making hard to reach
so easy.
Swiffer. Wow. The mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
Welcome back, everyone. On Sunday morning, emergency crews rescued a dog that had fallen through the ice in Clinton.
Our Grace Blanchard spoke with the dog's owners and the first responders who went into the frigid waters to save his life.
I saw how far out in the river he was and hollered to Neil and said, you need to call for help. We need the fire department here to get him out.
On Sunday morning, crews from Clinton, Fairfield, Benton, and Skowhegan responded to reports of a lab who had fallen into the Kennebec River along the River Road in Clinton. According to his owners, Duncan was trying to find their other dog, Zoe, who had bolted out the door and is still missing.
He'd been in for a while and he was getting weak and tired. And they showed up just in time.
So we had to break through the ice to go retrieve the dog. Once we got to the dog, we got him. I had the crews that were on shore. I was tethered off, and the crews pulled me back to the shore.
Members of the Clinton Fire Department say the thin ice and water temperatures created dangerous conditions for both Duncan and his rescuers.
You know, it was relieving, and I grabbed onto Michelle. I said, they got him, Greg's got him, he's gonna be okay. You know, it was that moment that we knew that there was hope.
They say incidents like this are rare, but show why proper gear and training is vital.
As hypothermia progresses and gets worse, you have to start implementing more aggressive measures to try to warm somebody, or in this case, a dog, and they did phenomenal.
The family is still searching for their other dog, Zoe, but are grateful that Duncan is alive and safe.
I'm glad all of the firefighters that showed up, everybody was amazing and did an incredible job. Incredible job.
In Clinton, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Oh, glad the puppy's okay.
That's a lucky dog.
Yeah, we're pulling for Zoe, too. Hopefully somebody out there will see Zoe running around and reunite that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, the time now is 8:21.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
All righty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. We have winter weather advisories posted at least until 1 p.m. this afternoon, as we're watching for a little bit of slippery conditions that we'll keep an eye on. High wind watch is also up until 7 a.m. Thursday. Some very strong gusty winds will be on the way, and that right there is a storm watch posted. Some high surf will be expected very soon. Wave heights already a little active out there this morning at around 8 to 10 feet, but it's only going to get worse with our next system that will be moving in. Now, we have had some snowfall ranging from around 2 to 5 inches across our neck of the woods, so nothing too extreme. So it's been a little bit slippery out there, but temperatures, especially later on tonight and the parts of tomorrow, will begin to rise. So here's that snow that's been passing through. It gave us around 2 to 5 inches overall, so a little bit slippery outside this morning. We do have a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today, but otherwise a cloudy sky will be the common idea. We have a push of moisture from the south that's going to be tracking to the north and east, and that will give us a lot of rainfall on the way, especially as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So otherwise, we have a good snow base at the moment at around 5 to 7 inches from Caribou to parts of Bangor, and some higher numbers in between. Unfortunately, we might be losing most, if not all, of this coming up with warmer temperatures tomorrow and a lot of rainfall. So unfortunately, a lot of this, if not all of it, will be going away. Futurecast moving forward, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today. We'll keep that chance going tonight, although it will increase overnight too, especially as we head towards Wednesday morning. As temperatures warm, we'll switch over to all rain with gusty winds on the way too. Be ready for that. And the rain again continuing Wednesday night and parts of Thursday morning as it passes through. By Thursday, we'll start to push this thing out of here. Now, a little bit of ice possible, so we will have to keep an eye on this. So especially with temperatures getting a little bit closer to freezing. So again, might get slippery for a bit, but again, nothing too extreme that will be on the way. What we will have to watch out for is the gusty winds. Not so much today or tonight, but once we head towards tomorrow, some gusty winds could reach up to about 40 miles per hour at times, so we will need to be careful with that. So for today, here's what we got. A small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Highs in the mid-30s, and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a wintry mix will be switching over to rain, especially late. Early lows in the low 30s and rising temperatures overnight with a light and variable wind. For tomorrow, upper 50s. That will melt a lot of snow, if not all of it. Rain likely. It will also be windy, and that south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. All righty, let's check out your extended forecast with a partly cloudy sky for your Thursday with highs early in the lower 40s and then falling. Mostly sunny Friday with highs in the low 30s, and mostly sunny again for your Saturday with highs also in the low 30s.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy Plug.
And I use this.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days.
50 days?
And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Plug.
The evolution of technology has made it easier than ever to buy things online. But trusting online distributors to deliver a quality product can be a challenge, especially with jewelry. That's why you go to Quality Jewelers. Here at Quality Jewelers, our team of experts tirelessly compare tens of thousands of products from vendors all over the world and choose the best ones at the best price point to make sure you get the best deal. When it's time for you to make that important purchase, trust the team at Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Poor insulation is the origin of your heating and cooling complications. We are Dr. Energy Saver by TC Hafford Basement Systems. We are the local energy saving experts. We identify the problem areas and provide customized solutions that leave your home comfortable and your energy bills affordable. Whether it's a drafty attic or poorly sealed ductwork, we have your back and more. Financing is available. For a no-cost, no-obligation estimate, call Dr. Energy Saver by TC Hafford Basement Systems. We fix uncomfortable homes.
There isn't a wrong way to communicate when it comes to empowering families to stay up to date on routine vaccines.
Will you show me?
Visit immunizeme.org to learn how to download docket to check immunization records. This message brought to you by Maine CDC, this station, and the Maine Association of Broadcasters.
After nearly a week-long manhunt, this morning, a suspect is in custody, charged with killing the CEO of United Healthcare. Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with details on what led up to the arrest.
This morning, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is in custody for the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Police saying the man was arrested at this McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania after nearly a week-long search. The break came when an employee recognized Mangione from the surveillance images and called police.
When officers arrived, they made contact with the male who had a face mask on. That male was asked to remove his face mask, and officers immediately recognized him as a suspect in the New York City shooting.
Police discovered Mangione had a passport and several fake IDs, including a fake New Jersey ID, the same one allegedly used to check into a hostel in New York. Police say he also had a 3D printed silencer and a 3D printed ghost gun, which is untraceable with no serial numbers, as well as a 3-page document which sources say mentioned United Healthcare by name and included the quotes, "These parasites had it coming, and I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done."
I understand people have real frustration with our healthcare system. This killer was not a hero. He should not be hailed.
Mangione was valedictorian at an all-boys prep school in Baltimore. He went on to earn a master's in engineering at the University of Pennsylvania. Overnight, New York prosecutors charged Mangione with second-degree murder in the death of Brian Thompson. He's also charged with possession of a loaded firearm, possession of a forged instrument, and criminal possession of a weapon. Mangione's family responded to the charges, saying they are shocked and devastated by the arrest, and they're praying for Brian Thompson's family. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, 5 decades of a totalitarian regime toppled in less than 2 weeks. Bashar al-Assad and his family fled to Russia as rebels celebrated victory in Syria. The U.S. is monitoring the situation, but President-elect Donald Trump says America should stay out of it. Thousands of people stormed prisons, desperately searching for locked-up loved ones, even using canines and combing through paperwork just to track them down. The 13 years of civil war there have displaced 12 million Syrians, half of the country's pre-war population. Now, many of them are considering returning home. To prevent a power grab, the U.S. Air Force struck dozens of ISIS targets in Syria, and the Israeli military says it struck suspected chemical weapon sites and long-range rockets. The rebels are made up of a coalition of groups, the strongest of which is HTS, which the U.S. designates as a terror group. The leader of HTS, Abu Muhammad al-Gulani, has spent years renouncing his ties to al-Qaeda and trying to rewrite his public image. The rebel alliance has so far promised religious tolerance, a representative government, and also said it would not give orders to women on how they can dress.
Elect Donald Trump continues to fill out his administration as some of his more controversial cabinet nominees continue meetings to secure confirmation votes. Yesterday, FBI Director nominee Kash Patel had his first Senate meeting, as well as Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. She's facing criticism from some of her former Democratic colleagues for a 2017 meeting with Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad. Trump also named several high-level positions that do not require Senate approval, including appointing his former personal lawyer, Alina Habba, as counselor to the president. And coming up on the second half of the newscast, do you have a favorite snack brand? Well, make room for another after you see the production process for one of Maine's locally manufactured snacks.
We'll take you to that factory coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Dad, I got a huge barbecue wing stain.
This bottle says I need a pre-treat. That stuff has way more water. A little bit of Tide goes a long way. So you can save your shirt and maybe even a little money. More money for nights at the library. Right.
For a better clean with less, it's got to be Tide.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
The stage is set.
Oh, here we go. Season 12! She can sing.
The Masked Singer, all new Wednesdays on Fox or watch anytime on Hulu.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. Just 14 days to go until Christmas. Today is also National Lager Day.
And if you need a Christmas present idea, I'd say this is a good one. This holiday celebrates the drink of choice for many people at sporting events, backyard barbecues, and even at some baby showers. There's no question Americans love their beer, and lagers are among the most popular. Many people prefer a lager because it's a lighter beer and helps prevent that bloated feeling. According to a recent study, people also believe a woman drinking lager makes them seem friendly and low maintenance, and a man with a cold brew comes off as authentic and genuine.
That's American right there.
I know, right? It depends on what I'm eating. If I go out for lunch, I kind of prefer something on tap, but otherwise I like all sorts of drinks and I prefer anything.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, a soda and a beer is kind of along the same lines.
Right, yeah.
I'm either going to get probably like a root beer or a Coke, a Diet Coke, or maybe a beer or something else on tap.
I do the same thing. I go out and have a nice burger somewhere. It's like either a either a beer or Dr. Pepper or something
bubbly.
like that. So,
yeah, it's so refreshing.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, time for history. On this day in history, back in 1898, the signing of the Treaty of Paris brought an end to the Spanish-American War. The once proud empire of Spain was virtually dissolved, and the United States took over much of Spain's overseas holdings, including Puerto Rico. In 1901, the first Nobel Prizes were awarded in Sweden on the 5th anniversary of the death of Alfred Nobel. The Swedish inventor of dynamite and other explosives left his entire fortune to create the prizes to honor those who have contributed the greatest benefit to mankind.
Kind of ironic that he created dynamite.
To blow things up.
Right, and then created the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, he was quite an inventor, though, so he appreciated the importance of that.
Yeah.
In 1948, the United Nations General Assembly adopted its Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and in 1958, the very first domestic passenger jet flight took place in the U.S. when 111 passengers flew from New York to Miami.
In 1967, soul music legend Otis Redding was among 7 people who were killed when a private plane crashed in Madison, Wisconsin. His classic hit, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, was released unfinished several weeks later. What a loss that was.
It went on to be one of his biggest hits, and it was the biggest hit ever posthumously for anyone out there.
I believe it.
Yeah, still a classic to this day.
Yeah, right? In 1996, South African President Nelson Mandela signed into law a new democratic constitution, a move that completed the transition from white minority rule to a non-racial democracy. And in 1998, 6 astronauts opened the doors to the new International Space Station as it orbited 250 miles above the Earth's surface. It's the largest single structure humans have ever put into space.
For birthdays today, they include actor and director Kenneth Branagh, who is 64 years old today. Celebrity chef Bobby Flay is 60. And rocker David Lee Roth turned 70 years old today. And that face right there tells you a lot about David Lee Roth. He's just out there, man.
Yeah, that's on par with how he's been most of his life. Good photo.
I'm a big fan. So.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, moving on now. It looks like kind of some messy weather. This morning I was kind of bummed out for the skiers and snowboarders out there. It's that perfect powder, but with all that rain we're supposed to get, that wintry mix, it'll probably get ruined.
Yeah, you said it there.
Yeah, so here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
Hey, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We have a lot of advisories posted ahead of our next system that will be moving in. We have winter weather advisories that will last until about 1 p.m. this afternoon. We also have high wind watches up until 7 a.m. Thursday. Strong gusty winds will be on the way. And that right there is a storm watch that is posted along the coast. We've had some snow passing through. It gave us around 2 to 5 inches overall. We're going to catch a little bit of a break, although we might still get a wintry mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today. That chance rather small nonetheless, but more active weather will be on the way coming from the south and west very soon and tracking to the north and east with a lot of rainfall that will be on the way very soon. But for today, just a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. More rain will be on the way later on tonight, but really getting going as we head towards your Wednesday. Now, gusty winds, not a big deal today or tonight. It's by tomorrow where the winds will begin to pick up just a little bit more. So for today, we have mid-30s, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow, and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, we have low 30s. A wintry mix will be switching over to rain, especially late. Rising temperatures overnight, so this low will be hit early. Temperatures warming overnight and a light and variable wind. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing temperatures making it into the lower 30s. Again, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
All right, thank you, Devin. A potato chip company in Mapleton is proving it has a knack for flavor. Fox Family Chips has been in business for over 20 years now, but needed to expand its operation in the last few years just to keep up with demand.
Our Jody Hersey stopped by to see how they make their product from scratch.
From an outsider looking in, Fox Family Chips in Mapleton looks like a mega chip plant. But this Maine-made company actually came from humble beginnings when Rhett Fox, one of the owners, says he began selling his homemade chips at this convenience store across from the plant.
I had potatoes and a meat slicer.
So you decided?
Yeah, I made some. Somebody walked through the door of the store and I said, here, try these. And they liked them and it's just kind of gone from there.
Now, Fox gets potatoes by the truckload from a farm in Blaine. Fox Family Chips then brings those potatoes up to room temperature before they go through the machines that will wash, peel, and slice them to perfection. Next, the chips head to the fryer and are seasoned before being individually bagged and packaged for retail.
What I get the most joy out of is watching people eat my chips for the first time. The expressions on their faces just makes it all worth it.
According to Fox, he says a good day at work means that his company produces 300 cases of chips a day.
We hadn't been able to keep up for 2 or 3 years in the summer. Like, we wouldn't catch up to about this time of year, from summertime. And this summer we've stayed caught up since the summer.
The new plant makes filling orders more efficient, but with just 4 employees in the company, it still takes all hands on deck to keep up with demand. Tracy Wright is the company's office manager who leaves her desk to help fill internet orders.
Everyone likes to come to vacation in Maine and then they discover our chips and then they want it at their own hometowns. I love getting out the orders, seeing where they're going all over the countryside, so it's pretty cool.
No matter how you slice it, Fox Family Chips has been feeding people's snack cravings for over 20 years, and the employees say they hope to continue that trend into the future. In Mapleton, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I was a little jealous of Jody when she came back from shooting that story. She was able to get some samples right out of the fryer where the chips were still warm. Yeah. Got to sprinkle her own seasoning on them or whatever, and they're so good. We got to taste them too, and they are wicked good.
They're my favorite. If you're a barbecue or a salt and vinegar connoisseur, I highly suggest them if you haven't tried them before. They're awesome.
Yeah.
All right, right after the break, Jack Webb will have our sports updates.
Don't go away.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Roto-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Wow, where has this been my entire life? Having to clean with multiple products is a hassle. With Magic Eraser, I use it on everyday messes. I even use it on things that I think are impossible to clean. You need Mr. Clean Magic Eraser in your life.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Maine's premier community radio station, Star 97.7, broadcasting loud and clear on our new tower. 50,000 watts of smooth rock and roll with Paul and Sonny in the morning and Mike Dow in the afternoon. Star 97.7.
Welcome to the Celebrity Holiday Bricktacular.
Fox tonight, Lego Masters is turning it up.
Level 10
for the wildest ride of the season. With star-studded builds.
I got this.
Love it. And 2 special hours of holiday thrills.
No!
Oh, that really is the most wonderful time of the year.
The Lego Masters Celebrity Holiday Bricktacular event starts tonight on Fox.
Welcome back in, folks. We'll start with some historic news that broke Sunday evening. The Juan Soto free agency saga is officially over, and he signed the richest contract in MLB history, but unfortunately not with the Red Sox. Soto will move across town as he just inked a 15-year, $765 million deal with no deferred money and incentives that could potentially bring it over the $800 million mark. Soto had the opportunity to stay with the Yankees as they reportedly offered $760 million over 16 years, but decided to take the extra $5 million and head to Citi Field to be a Met. He's scheduled to make his return to Yankee Stadium on May 16th. As for the Red Sox, their offer was close. They reportedly offered Soto $700 million over 15 years. So a significant offer, but still $65 million short of the Mets and their owner, Steve Cohen. That is a lot of hot dogs. Bringing it back locally to the University of Maine men's hockey team picked up 2 wins at the Alphon over Stonehill College this past weekend. The Black Bears took down the Skyhawks on Saturday by a score of 5-2, then 4-2 on Sunday. They have stayed put there at number 5 in this week's USCHO national poll, but they received 2 first-place votes. The last time they received votes was just last year, but it's a sign of things trending in the right direction for the Black Bears, who have won 6 of their last 7 games. Here's Maine head coach Ben Barr on his team's hot start to the year.
Assessment is we're still a team that's growing our culture, and I think the last few weekends have been a step in the right direction. Of becoming the team that we want to be, as far as playing the same way all the time. Now we're going to deal with an injury to one of our better players. So how do we another opportunity for our culture to grow, and I think that's the journey we've been on the first half, and it's not going to be any different the second half.
The Black Bears got a little over a week off, but they'll be back before you know it. We'll head over to Bangor now, where the Bangor boys basketball team started the year off with a big win on Friday night. The Rams topped one of the best programs in the state in the Portland Bulldogs by a score of 65-60 to start the year 1-0. That's a big-time win for Bangor, who struggled in recent years. The Rams have a combined 3 wins over the previous 2 seasons, so this win was huge for their team's morale moving forward.
Last year and the year before that, having a tough season,
really is a big confidence booster, just setting off the season right. We were working hard all summer, coming in 7 a.m., running, playing basketball. That's what we love to do, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season.
It means a lot. Like, to start off strong has been something that we've really probably lacked these last couple of years, and to have that momentum going into the year is really important.
Part of the spark is thanks to new Bangor head coach Aaron Pickney. He says his team is prideful and wants to prove they're better than what they've been in the past. Pickney says although Friday win was nice, he's focused on setting the program's culture for years to come.
Right now in the program, we're just trying to build a culture. We're trying to be consistent in what we do, playing defense, rebounding, and just staying even keel.
They'll host Oxford Hills at 6:30 on Tuesday night. We'll stay in Bangor's John Babson Old Town, faced off in a doubleheader at the Cross Insurance Center. We'll start with the girls, and it was delivered as both teams looking to start the year strong. We pick it up in the first quarter where Taylor Madden drives to the paint and gets one to fall to make it 7-5 Old Town. Shortly after, Claire Gaetani steals the ball and takes it coast to coast for the layup to tie this one up at 7. Second quarter now, Taylor Loring drives to the basket, gets the shot to fall through the contact for the bucket and the foul. Later in the quarter, Morgan Wilson finds Stella Gotts, who cashes in the corner three, and Babst outlasts Old Town by a final score of 39-35. To the boys now, they took the court following the girls' game for a cross-class battle. We pick it up in the second quarter as Emmett Byther squares up the defender, takes a dribble, pulls up, and knocks down the mid-range J to cut the Crusaders' lead to 2. Shortly after, it's Isaac Robichaud who knocks down the transition 3 with just no hesitation at all. He knew what he was doing with that one. He brings their lead back to 5. Later on, great ball movement by Babs, who finds no one other than Robichaud for the 3. He was on fire from beyond the arc. Time winding down in the half now. Byther's shot does not fall, but Tyler Priest puts it back as time expires. Old Town would take a 1-point lead in the half, but John Babs would pull away, winning 63-52. That is all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
The end-of-year blowout sale starts now at the Furniture Gallery. Save 10% on all categories store-wide. That's on top of our everyday low prices. At the Furniture Gallery, find your favorite top brands like Ashley, Serta, and Scott Living, all at 10% off right now. And save up to 70% on in-stock clearance items. Once they're gone, they're gone. Warm up your home, cool down your wallet, and don't miss the Furniture Gallery's end-of-year blowout sale. Support our main family-owned business and save money at the Furniture Gallery.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate. 974-7815.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. 4 clean, even Mom approves of.
That reach.
Making hard to reach
so easy.
Swiffer. Wow. The mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Hammond Lumber Company appreciates the communities that have supported Hammond's prosperity and growth throughout the year. And the Hammond team is grateful for the opportunity to give back by supporting local causes that sustain strong, vibrant communities throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond recognizes that they could not do this without your support. Thank you from everyone at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
When Northern Shores Cleaning wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Northern Shores Cleaning provides outstanding residential and commercial cleaning services to eastern and central Maine. Northern Shores Cleaning also provides off-site laundry services as well as property management.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Melissa Gallagher from Fields Pond Audubon Center, and she's here today to talk about the upcoming winter solstice celebration. Melissa, I feel like it was a year ago when we had you on last time to talk about it.
I know. Thank you again for having us this year. So the wonderful thing about the winter solstice celebration at Fields Pond is that it's our way of just coming together as a community and celebrating all of our past participants of our events in this family-friendly, free event that's open to the whole public. Just a great way to gather and spend some time with family outdoors, connecting with nature.
Yeah, you guys have been doing it for a long time
We
too.
have.
I remember, I think when I was a kid, at least it was our family tradition to go decorate a tree at Fields Pond, and it was so fun.
I love hearing that. Yeah, so this is a wonderful opportunity because we showcase Eve Bunting's book, which if you haven't read it, it's called The Night Tree. And it's just this heartfelt, warm book about a family doing just what you described, going out into nature and decorating a tree for wildlife with ornaments. And
with
so,
biodegradable ornaments,
exactly.
of course.
So these are all wildlife-friendly ornaments. If you look at our display here, we have some examples of some of the things that we'll be doing. And after reading the story, the kids will get to go ahead and make one of these garlands, or the old tried and true peanut butter, sun butter on a pine cone, and they can put that either on our Fields Pond night tree, or they can take it home for their own backyard.
And it's such a cool idea to decorate, but I'm also getting the sense that maybe a wildlife photographer could decorate the tree and camp out and wait for the birds to come in, maybe.
That's a great idea. Well, speaking of photography, we do have a photo contest going on at Fields Pond right now. So, so that's another way you can get out and get involved with nature this winter. But before I move on to that, I just want to also tell you that during the solstice party, we have Challenger Learning Center who's going to be with us. And they're going to be giving us the why of how the solstice works and have a hands-on activity for kids. So it'll be a nice involvement for maybe a little bit of an older crowd of children too. So, it's going to be a really fun event.
Yeah, that is very cool because it is a prominent holiday. I mean, it's when the days start getting longer again, which is the good news. And it's cool to have the science folks on hand to explain that to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of our kickoff to our winter event. So as I mentioned, there's the photo contest. We have a preschool nature hour, a homeschool nature hour coming up. So just because it's cold and maybe a little darker than we like outside, it isn't time to stay inside. We have lots of things going on at Fields Pond, and you can check out all those great events on our website.
Yeah, and you guys are expanding. You have new staff members, so it's just getting better and better. I love to hear that.
Yes, it is.
So when is the winter solstice party?
It's December 21st, and it's from 1 to 3:30. So that's that really kind of nice time in the December focus where you have a little bit of sunlight left to go outside and enjoy, and then we can come inside and enjoy some warm beverages and treats and yummy things and make our ornaments and then hang them on our tree. So.
Oh, I love it. That sounds like a lot of fun. And on the actual day of the solstice, very
it
cool.
Is. I know, we just worked out that way.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, to learn more, you guys have a great website, right?
We do. Yep, and all of our events are listed there. Things from, like I said, our photo contest, but we also have weekly bird walks with our naturalist Val Watson. We have first day hike, which is I'm excited about because I'll actually be in town for the New Year's Day. So that's family friendly too. So everyone can join, and it's all levels. So
cool. So folks can just Google Fields Pond Audubon Center, right?
Great.
And that's how they find it.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa. Thanks as always.
Thank you.
Of course. We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. We have winter weather advisories posted at least until 1 p.m. this afternoon as we're watching for a little bit of slippery conditions that we'll keep an eye on. High wind watch is also up until 7 a.m. Thursday. Some very strong gusty winds will be on the way, and that right there is a storm watch posted. Some high surf will be expected very soon. Wave heights already a little active out there this morning at around 8 to 10 feet, but it's only going to get worse with our next system that will be moving in. Now, we have had some snowfall ranging from around 2 to 5 inches across our neck of the woods, so nothing too extreme. So it's been a little bit slippery out there, but temperatures, especially later on tonight and the parts of tomorrow, will begin to rise. So here's that snow that's been passing through. It gave us around 2 to 5 inches overall, so a little bit slippery outside this morning. We do have a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today, but otherwise a cloudy sky will be the common idea. We have a push of moisture from the south that's going to be tracking to the north and east, and that will give us a lot of rainfall on the way, especially as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So otherwise, we have a good snow base at the moment at around 5 to 7 inches from Caribou to parts of Bangor, and some higher numbers in between. Unfortunately, we might be losing most, if not all, of this coming up with warmer temperatures tomorrow and a lot of rainfall. So unfortunately, a lot of this, if not all of it, will be going away. Futurecast moving forward, a small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow today. We'll keep that chance going tonight. although it will increase overnight too, especially as we head towards Wednesday morning. As temperatures warm, we'll switch over to all rain with gusty winds on the way too. Be ready for that. And the rain again continuing Wednesday night and parts of Thursday morning as it passes through. By Thursday, we'll start to push this thing out of here. Now, a little bit of ice possible, so we will have to keep an eye on this. So especially with temperatures getting a little bit closer to freezing. So again, might get slippery for a bit, but again, nothing too extreme that will be on the way. What we will have to watch out for is the gusty winds. Not so much today or tonight, but once we head towards tomorrow, some gusty winds could reach up to about 40 miles per hour at times, so we will need to be careful with that. So for today, here's what we got. A small chance of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Highs in the mid-30s and that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a wintry mix will be switching over to rain, especially late. Early lows in the low 30s and rising temperatures overnight with a light and variable wind. For tomorrow, upper 50s. That will melt a lot of snow, if not all of it. Rain likely. It will also be windy, and that south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. All righty, let's check out your extended forecast with a partly cloudy sky for your Thursday with highs early in the lower 40s and then falling. Mostly sunny Friday with highs in the low 30s, and mostly sunny again for your Saturday with highs also in the low 30s.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Get any size iced coffee in any flavor for just $1.29 during breakfast hours.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
After an accident, the insurance company often wants to rush you into accepting their fair offer. Don't sign away your rights.
I didn't trust the insurance company.
They were wanting to settle fast and cheap.
How much is your case worth? It's probably worth more than you've been told.
I called Joe.
I found out what my case was really worth.
Say yes to maximum compensation, to everything you deserve. Call the firm that has been getting justice for Mainers for 50 years.
Tell them you mean business.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
I forgot to wash my work shirt.
Just wear it again. I added Unstoppables, now with odor blocker, and it keeps our clothes fresh all day.
Ooh, I'm gonna be feeling it at work today.
She smells so good, I'm actually paying attention. Smell Unstoppable.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
This is your reminder to thank the friend who gets McDonald's breakfast for the group while everyone else sleeps in.
Don't sleep on a classic breakfast. Get a sausage McMuffin with egg for $2.50.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There's more good news for drivers. Gas prices are continuing to fall. They dropped another 2 cents a gallon last week. That's according to Gas Buddy's survey of more than 1,200 stations all across the state.
The average price is now $3.04 a gallon. That's 25 cents a gallon lower than a year ago. Patrick DeHaan, the head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says this is the lowest non-COVID national average since 2015. He says the good news is the national average for gas prices could continue to fall another 10 to 15 cents by Christmas.
That's very nice. Well, it's the holidays, and we all know how stressful it can be, and many of us will want to soothe ourselves with some snacks. But new research shows a cup of cocoa could be more helpful.
Analysts in Britain found that drinking cocoa could reduce the negative effects of fatty foods we consume during stressful moments. The team gave volunteers a savory breakfast consisting of buttered croissants, cheese, and milk, and then gave them a cocoa drink, followed by an 8-minute mental math test with the intent to stress participants. After the exam, they found cocoa notably preventing increased levels of vascular function in the body. Researchers say not all cocoa is the same, and that it's better to look for minimally processed cocoa powder to get similar results. Okay, Craig, so if I bring in cocoa, You know I'm about to say something to you. It's a sit down. I think you may need to sit down before I tell you this.
Have this to calm you so you can receive this news. And I don't know, I'm not a big hot cocoa guy, but the way he's making it right there,
oh yeah,
that looks good with real chocolate and
absolutely.
everything.
I wouldn't consider myself a big hot cocoa gal, but it's sugar and chocolate, and those are my things.
Yeah, my things too. So yeah, have some cocoa and just relax.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're running out of time. If you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you have a great day.
Today on 25 Words or Less. Don't be fooled by the fact that she usually dresses like a teenage boy. She's actually quite an impressive fashion designer. It's Anitra Megadon!